Ever hear a 70s hit and think, wait, we actually like this? Some of these songs were chart toppers, national anthems of bell-bottoms and lava lamps. But now, they've aged worse than shag carpet in a humid basement. Stick around, because we're about to revisit 10 songs from the 1970s that aged horribly. And trust me, some of them might make you question your old mixtapes. Number 10. Muskrat Love by Captain and Tennille.
Muskrat, muskrat, candlelight.
Okay, let's just get the weirdest one out of the way first. We know Captain and Tennille gave us gems like Love Will Keep Us Together. But Muskrat Love? Come on, two rodents falling in love?
Singing and jinging a jangle.
With synthesized animal noises thrown in? Who greenlit this? And who thought it would be a good idea to play this at the White House for Queen Elizabeth? Yes, that actually happened. America introduced the Queen to mating muskrats.
Muskrat Sam, to the jitterbug at it.
It's soft rock meets woodland creature fan fiction. In the 70s, it was cute. Now it's just deeply uncomfortable, and not in the fun, ironic way. To be fair, the vocals are sweet, the production is tight, but the content? It's like Disney meets a bad acid trip. Still not convinced? Try playing it for someone under 30 and watch them question everything about your generation's taste. Number 9. You're Having My Baby by Anka.
You're having my baby. What a lovely way of saying.
Remember when this was seen as romantic? Because in today's light, it reads more like a weird, possessive love letter with a side of 1970s macho ego. Anka croons like he's doing you a favor by acknowledging your pregnancy.
Put you through it. You could have swept it.
Having my baby. What lovely way of saying how much you love me. Wait, her doing all the work is somehow proof of your greatness? Sure, it was a massive hit, especially with couples and soon-to-be dads.
Are you happy in knowing that you're having my baby?
But now it feels like it belongs on a list of songs that need a consent workshop. Let's give Anka credit though. He's got a silky voice and the melody's catchy. But the lyrics? Let's just say they didn't exactly age with feminist grace. 8. Disco Duck by Dees. We loved our novelty songs back in the day, and Disco Duck was peak ridiculous. A disco track. Featuring a duck voice, singing and quacking. It sold millions. We boogied to it like it was the new Bee Gees.
The music stopped, I returned to my seat. But there's no stopping it.
But now, it feels like the audio version of a bad costume party. Dees made a fortune off this one. And credit where it's due, it's catchy in the most obnoxious way possible. But disco was already getting a bad rap by the late 70s. Disco Duck didn't help its case. Play this today and watch people's faces morph into that "what the hell am I listening to" expression. It's part of our pop culture DNA, but it probably should have stayed in 1976. 7. Feelings by Morris Albert.
Feelings for my life, I'll feel.
Feelings? Nothing more than feelings. Yeah, and unfortunately, not many of them are good. This one was overplayed, overcovered, and overly dramatic.
Trying to forget now.
At the time, it felt heartfelt. Every sad breakup montage in the 70s probably used it. But now, it's become shorthand for sappy, boring melodrama. To be fair, Morris Albert does have a pleasant voice, but the song's been mocked more than it's been loved in recent decades. If you ever tried playing this at a party today, you'd have guests begging you to change the track, right after they finish crying. From laughter. 6. Play That Funky Music by Wild Cherry. Okay, now hear us out. This song isn't bad. The groove slaps. The guitars are tight. The bass line? Funky as heck. But here's the deal. It's trying so hard to be funky, it ends up sounding like someone's dad awkwardly trying to crash a parliament party. It's a white band singing about playing that funky music, white boy. And while it was self-aware for its time, now it feels like cultural cosplay. Wild Cherry meant well, but the song screams, "I'm hip, I promise. And that desperate funkiness just hasn't aged smoothly. Still, it's a party favorite for people who don't mind dancing to cringe with a beat. Let's pause for a second. What's the most cringeworthy lyric from the 70s you can remember? Drop it in the comments. 5. Afternoon Delight by Starland Vocal Band.
Find my baby, gonna hold her tight, gonna grab some afternoon.
Ah yes, the softest, gentlest ode to midday hooking up. Back then, Afternoon Delight felt playful and cheeky. Now it just feels awkward, like your parents trying to flirt in public. The harmonies are beautiful, don't get us wrong. And the melody is catchy enough to get stuck in your head for days. But the lyrics? Skyrockets in flight, afternoon delight. Yeah, we all know what you meant. It's like trying to turn a Hallmark card into a Marvin Gaye track. Doesn't quite work. And if you've ever watched a modern show reference it, looking at you, Anchorman, you know just how ridiculous it sounds in hindsight. Number 4, One Tin Soldier by Coven.
One tin soldier rides away.
A peace song wrapped in a morality tale, wrapped in some seriously melodramatic packaging. One Tin Soldier tried to give us a message: peace, anti-war, justice, but in the most over-the-top, preachy way possible.
On the mountain was a treasure buried deep beneath the stone.
The vocals are dramatic, the narrative is heavy-handed, and the production feels like it was designed for a 5th grade school play. People loved it for its message, but critics hated it for the same reason. It's like being hit over the head with a flower power hammer.
Neighbor, go and cheat a friend.
In today's world, it feels more like a parody of a protest song than an actual protest song. Still, you've got to respect the sentiment, even if the delivery aged about as well as polyester jumpsuits. Number 3, Escape, the Pina Colada song by Rupert Holmes.
Oh, if you like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain.
Now, this one is catchy. We won't argue that. But the story? 2 people secretly planning to cheat on each other, only to discover they were cheating with each other.
I'm the love that you've looked for. Write to me and escape.
It's like a sitcom episode turned into a song, and not a great one. At the time, it felt clever and ironic. Today, it just feels weird. Instead of solving their relationship issues like adults, they sneak behind each other's backs.
If you like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain.
Then laugh it off over tropical drinks. Sure, it's got that breezy 70s vibe. But the lyrics? Yeah, they didn't age well under the lens of modern relationships. Still, sing along if you want. Just maybe don't analyze it too hard. Number 2, My Ding-a-Ling by Chuck Berry, 1972.
She told me it was my ding-a-ling-a-ling-o.
Chuck Berry is a legend, a rock and roll pioneer. So how did we end up with this as his only number 1 Billboard hit? My Ding-a-Ling is one long schoolyard level innuendo.
Catch me playing with my ding-a-ling-a-ling-o.
And yes, it was massively popular. We laughed at it. We played it on the radio. But now, it's the musical equivalent of a dad joke that goes on for 3.5 minutes. The crowd loved it live. Kids loved it. Adults loved pretending they didn't. But in hindsight, we had so many better ways to honor Chuck Berry's legacy.
I was a little bitty boy. My grandmother bought me a cute little toy.
We get it, Chuck. You wanted to make people laugh. Mission accomplished. But maybe this one should have stayed in the locker room. Number 1, You Light Up My Life by Debby Boone.
Light up my life. You
This song dominated the airwaves. It won awards. It was everywhere. And it is, without a doubt, one of the most painfully dated ballads of the decade. It's syrupy. It's slow.
waiting for someone to sing.
It drips with sentiment like a Hallmark movie caught in slow motion. At the time, it was seen as beautiful and uplifting. But today, it's the poster child for musical overkill. Even Debby Boone admitted she didn't connect with the song's spiritual overtones the way the public assumed she did. It's not bad, it's just so boring. It's musical wallpaper. And in a decade filled with energy, rebellion, and funk, this just doesn't hold up.
Light up
Unless you're trying to fall asleep on a rainy afternoon in 1977, this song doesn't belong on any playlist today. So there you have it. 10 songs we used to love that just didn't survive the test of time. Some were cringy, some were confusing. Some made us question our taste entirely. But hey, that's the beauty of nostalgia. We can laugh at it, shake our heads, and still secretly sing along when no one's watching. So what did we miss? Which 70s song do you think aged like milk? Or which one do you still love, no matter how cheesy it is? Let us know in the comments. No judgment. Okay, maybe a little. And if you enjoyed this sarcastic stroll through 70s soundtracks, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss the next one. We've got plenty more questionable classics to cover. Until then, keep the music alive, and maybe hide your Disco Duck vinyl for now. See you next time, legends!